Hello. So, I don't know if you know, but apparently there's 2.5 billion packages on NPM, and every day someone adds a new one. So I'm going to make this as kind of like a tutorial how to create a new NPM package. And it's not going to be too polished, and a fair warning if you're completely new to this, maybe try to look for kind of like more beginner friendly resources. This is going to be uh, this is going to be slightly more advanced if you compared to if you just started. But um, I just want to tell you a bit of like story. At least this is how I know about it. But there's this package that gets, I don't know, 300,000 downloads every what every week, right? And it was done as just person who was like learning how to create npm packages. And yeah, we're we are going to create something really similar, really simple, just to show that you can create it. We're going to use this project. For this project, we're going to actually use Deno, even though we're going to create npm project. So um, we're going to use this package that's called deno to node transform. And I think it's probably the best way to create npm packages right now. I see a lot of people kind of like being excited about it, and I created a few packages like that, and we're going to consult with my like with my previous packages just to make sure that I'm doing everything right. So let's start with a project. Again, I'm not going to explain completely everything, and I'm not giving you like instructions how to like install completely everything, but just uh, what I can do. That's what I'm going to show. So first things first is that let's just create a folder, right? So I'm going to use CLI for that, like terminal. That's just what I'm more used to. So it's going to be called isBun. So again, this is like the warning about this not being like completely beginner friendly. We're going to use Deno, Node, and Bun all at the same time. So that could be a bit much for beginners. Um, so we create this folder, and it's just an empty folder, and we're going to create a new Deno project. So you just call Deno init, and it's already there. So we will also call git init so that we can keep track of all the versions. So the way that I usually like to do that is I usually like to just commit with the command that I use to create those files, right? So just git commit deno init. And so you can see what kind of like was created for this. And uh, so for that, I will just, I think it's just code dot. Yeah, I have like a shorthand for that. Um, so we're just going to look through this project. And first is that it's a command. So it's a command similar to how in package.json you have commands. So like how npm run something. This is going to be like deno run dev in this case. Okay, I guess my deno is out of date. I don't know if that's going to be like a. Maybe I can just upgrade it quickly. Hopefully, that's not going to ruin anything. Okay, it did ruin everything. Why? Why did I do that? Oh no, it's actually complaining about something else. Deno task, yeah, Deno task dev. I should make it a bit bigger. Okay, so this is one of those things of like how Deno works. Um, it will. Okay, let me actually run it in the terminal in VS Code. So I have it running, and if I change anything, it will automatically rerun it, which is compared to Node, it's like a whole thing to try to set up something like that. And so our package, I haven't told it yet, right? So our package is going to be called is bun, and it's almost like is even, right? It returns a boolean, and it will just check if type of bun is undefined. Okay, and we have TypeScript warning, which is, yeah, Deno is by default TypeScript, and like bun is by default TypeScript, right? So we have some some stuff not working. So we expect is bun uh, in Deno is bun is false. So let's see what we can do in terms of there's this package that's called bun types, but I just feel like it's a bit too much for what we're doing. So I'm just going to say that declare global interface bun, and it's going to be uh, object or undefined, something like that, type. Okay, will that work? No. Okay, so if I say this, will that work? It, it refers as a type. Okay. Okay, why do you think that bun is a type? Okay. So yeah, and let's just see if I run bun. Um, I think they have REPL now. Yeah. So type of bun is object, and bun has do they have autocomplete? No, they don't. Okay, object keys bun. Yeah, I recently like noticed that Node REPL is pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess okay. What do you have? Version. I guess I have like a version, right? So and the version is the bond version. Yeah, it's just a string. Okay, so in real bond they have version, and it's a string, and bond could be undefined. So it's bond or undefined. If it's there, so we can leave a comment. Like I didn't want to. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to import bond types package. Yeah, so uh, I don't know if I should be doing it like that, because it might once we compile it, I just want to check that we are like not compiling too much stuff. But anyway, so we were able to write this package, which is like one line of code, which is not more than like is even, right? But it's a kind of like nice experience of everything kind of like working. And if you go to this README, we can do this dev task, but we can also do some other stuff. We can also do bench, and it's going to run this file, which is going to import this thing, and is one. So we can run it, and it's like, hey, your function. Oh, oh yeah. So the test is one. I guess it's not the test, but like bench is bun. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that it's like, I don't know, millions of operations per second. It's like really fast. Cool. We have already kind of like tools to do that. Like, how do you do that in Node? I don't know. And so the other one is like deno test. So deno test. So it will get some dependencies, like different from Node, where in Node you have to like install your dependencies before you can run anything. It will pick everything as it needs to. So we go to that file, and obviously there's no add function anymore, but there is bun function, and we can check that it's false. So it's a bun test. Okay, so we're running it, and it passes. So uh, yeah. So if I have bun here, does it know that's a global one? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we need to like make it not global, because it could affect other stuff. So yes, if I do this, then if I do bun here, doesn't know what it is. Okay, so that's the correct approach. And so bun as a bun or undefined. Okay, so that's the plan. Okay, so it's a bun. I don't know, type. Couldn't find. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I can define stuff like that. Okay, well, we're going to just ignore route. Okay, so again, deno test passes. Deno bench works and works pretty fast, and we can do dev so that we can like test our stuff and like everything works. So this one is not detected in TypeScript. That's because I don't have this project. I need to like deno initialize something. Right. So once it initializes everything, it will actually work, and it will know that it's a deno project. So it's just VS Code stuff. So yeah, we kind of wrote the project. That's kind of it, right? So, but we wrote a Deno project, and I'm actually not going to explain how to deploy that to Deno. It's not complicated. You just go to deno.com/x, and you just like, hey, I want to publish a module, and it will just like link it to your GitHub, and you will have it. So again, not not it's not that tutorial. So yeah, so this is VS Code stuff, and this is Deno log stuff. Okay, so we wrote our is bond module for Deno. Okay, so that's the first step. And again, for you, that's going to be like your project, like your functions, all that stuff. So this is where the magic starts. We don't have README yet, so we will have to write that one. But apart from README, we also need maybe a license. But the most important one is we need a build script. So I'm going to just copy paste it, and you would have to copy paste it from somewhere as well. So preferably for like from this from this repo, or I don't know how much I'm going to like keep it up to date, but I don't know. That seems like the only option. Yeah. So where's the file name? Okay, so this one. So the file name doesn't matter, but I just found some package that was using that. So that's that. Um, yeah. So now let's see what's happening here. So we go. So this is DNT. Let's see if I have. Yeah, we have like a newer version, so we can use that instead. I don't know how kind of like important that is, but uh, like updating the version is just changing the string import string, right? And now we're using. Okay, okay. I don't like that this thing is crashing now all the time. Maybe we need to disable Deno. Maybe it's a formatter. Format document with Deno. No, it's not formatter. Okay. Well, so entry point is where like our package starts, and we do we have mod.ts? Okay, we don't. So maybe we should. Basically, the difference is that the main thing has this code that like will actually run, and it's going to be a bit cleaner if you don't use main by itself and we use mod instead. So we're going to save this as mod. So we don't need that main stuff anymore. But then we go, okay, I think I think I'm turning the Deno off. uh, so so let me disable it. Okay. So this is the mod, and now in main, we just import is bun from bun, and yeah, in Deno you can write .ts files. It's not, and if my plugin would have worked, you could see that. So we do that. So now we import from mod, and we output again. It could be like anything. Tests is it checks. It will depend on like if it will run tests and type checking before publishing. So we can turn this on. Import helpers will make your package a bit smaller. Then this is where the kind of like package JSON starts. But this is where we write like is bun. Uh, so version is yeah, that comes a bit later. So yeah, so we say that I wonder what's even like description. So go to package JSON. What's the description? Return true if a given number is even. Okay, so return true uh, if uh, you are running in bun. Okay, so let's say MAT keywords. I'm not good at keywords. Let's say that it's bun. And engine, again, I don't know what is the good one, so we will keep this one and let's hope for the best. Repo, yeah, so repo is going to be is even, oh sorry, is bun. I haven't created repo yet, and it has no dependencies and no dev dependencies, and we need to copy license and readme. Okay, and we haven't created those files yet, but oh yeah, I guess I took it from Oak. Yeah, so the idea behind this build script, I need to mode plus X on it to make it executable. So I can just run it, and it will get DNT, and it probably will crash because we don't have those files. And okay, interesting. So what is bun.js? Oh, yeah, it's mod.js. Okay. Okay. So okay. Uh, running tests, is not defined. Okay, interesting. So what's going on? Main tests. Why do we need deno? Oh, I guess we do need deno. Yeah, I never played with test stuff, and here it should be like mode. Yeah. Okay. So okay, let's say no test for now. I didn't know that it's going to run tests from Node. I don't know what you need to write your tests in. Okay, so it requires license. So let's go pick some license, and yeah. So let's create a file license, and let's just copy this stuff in. Let's check like the year and stuff. Looks good. And the other one is readme. Right. So we need some kind of readme, and you can create a new file, readme.md, and I can start copying this one and just replacing stuff. So going to be is even. I don't need tree shake. Think. Okay. Uh, I'm paying an homage to is even is odd packages. This package will check if you are running your code inside of bun. So the plan is that you can do something like import is bun from is bun, and then if is bun, then console log bun version. Okay, so that's going to be like the whole justification for this project to exist. uh, okay, so yeah, so development. So dev bench test build and npm and publish. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so it sounds good. So let's build it again, and instructions showing that you just pass a version because it didn't have like package.json file. You just have this build npm file. You can technically just like write the version here, or have a file that will be like read when you build it or whatnot. I just found a script where they just recommend doing this, and this is what we're going to do. So, okay, unknown type check option true. Okay, interesting. So what is type check option then? Okay, package JSON build options and type check both single. Okay, type check both ESM and script module separately. This is recommended option. Okay, so type check both, and I guess it passes. Let's just say that we have, yeah, let's just say that we remove that TS ignore, and now it crashes. Okay, so seems type checked to me. Declaration script module, yeah, I guess. Does it do source map? Source map options, inline or boolean. Okay. Yeah. So let's just quickly see what it does. And let's say ESM. and let's say mod.js. Yeah, so this one doesn't have source maps. Okay, so go to source map. Okay, it doesn't, it doesn't work. Yeah, so if we say source map true and build it. So it's mod.js.map. Okay, we want to be thorough on this one. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. And yeah, I didn't says that it has source maps. Sounds good to me. Okay, so we have done all of this stuff. So now, yeah, we also need git ignore, I guess. So yeah, git ignore is just npm. So git ignore just npm. Okay. So okay, looks good. Yeah, we changed the deno log because we added like dnt stuff because we didn't run this command before. Okay, so yeah, I wonder if we should split it a bit. Yeah, so I guess this one was uh, uh, move code into mod.js from main.js. Okay, and add add li- yeah, license to readme, and now um, uh, publish npm. Okay, so we know how to build it. We have that in our where is it? We have that in our README. Let's make sure that we are doing the right version. Um, so so this is done. So now we want to do this. We want to go to npm and npm publish. So this is kind of like a preview of what this package is going to contain. So you know that like the whole package is 2 kilobytes. Uh, most of it is package JSON. uh, so ESM script source, and yeah, like uh, yeah, most of our package is actual license readme. Yeah, but yeah, out of 4 kilobytes, half of it is licensed and readme, and the rest is just like compiled code. So everything looks good. I have two-factor authentication set up, so it will ask me to use stuff, and it's going to be funny if I don't have security key with me. Okay, okay, it actually doesn't work. Let's just see if I have the security key. Yeah, the authentication stuff is cool, except when you want to do something quickly, and it doesn't work. Okay, so let me check if I'm like on the right user account and stuff. Yeah, I could be. Yeah. I'm on the wrong account. So let me figure out how I can do that. So I need to sign out of my um, uh, npm login or something like that. Yeah, I guess I can show it. Right. So I'm doing my npm login to log in into the right account because I was doing not the right account. Yeah. So just I'm going to click on that link. And it asks me to sign in. I signed in. Now I do npm publish again, and it asks me to verify it. I'm verifying it, and now, hey, your package is published. So we go to the list of the packages and search for easebun. Uh, oh no, I forgot to change this. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, but other than that, okay, let's test that it actually works, right? So I can go to just a new folder and just create a test.ts file, and I will just copy this code that we said that is going to work, and I will just do bun run this code, and it shows the bun version, which is not the latest one, right? I haven't updated the latest one. So bun run test. They also have like this bun run, and I think there is bun node. No scripts. Yeah, I don't know how this works, but I can do also node uh, this, and it doesn't work because, of course, it wouldn't. Okay, I need to copy it to MJS or something. Okay, and okay, cannot install module, sure. So npm install is bun. Let's see how quick it is. Bun run update bun. Yeah, something like that. It was pretty quick. It was a tiny file, right? 50 kilo. Why is it 50 kilobytes? What's going on? Package lock. Interesting. They put package lock inside of modules now. That's a crazy thing I never saw before. Yeah, for some reason it's still 48 kilobytes. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. So yeah, so we installed it. It was pretty quick. So now we can run it, and cannot use. Or yeah, it's MJS. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't show anything otherwise, so it needs to be like else uh not a bun. Yes, this is exactly what I was going for. Yeah, so not a bun. Maybe we should add it in maybe we should add that in readme. Yeah, I don't have is deno, right? It's just is bun. Okay, so all of those things don't work for some reason. How do you do batch? Yeah, right. So right. So if it's is bond. Okay, it's a huge banner. Can I do it small one? Yes, I can. Okay, but detailed badge. Yeah, I need something like this. Do I even? Yeah, this one. Is that the same one? I feel like it's the same one. Yeah, I have this plugin now that. Okay. I feel like it's the same one. Is even. Why is it is even? Okay, I have so many typos. Okay. Yeah, so we know that this one works. So let's just use this one. Okay. Yeah, it keeps adding stuff. So Okay, I'm so confused. So uh, let's just remove everything. And why is this bracket? Oh, okay. So this is a link for this image. Okay, that makes sense. So it's not is even. It is bun. And so now this link works. Okay, why isn't it working here? Who knows? And yeah. So what about this one? It's 500. Okay. Dependency count. Yes, it should be 0, right? Okay, this is sad. And install size 3 KB. Okay, this is better. Okay, so is bun, not peak by prefix, but is bun, and yeah. So else uh, console log not bun yet, but soon. Okay, this is a bit of a joke from our friend Copilot. At least we think that it's our friend, right? So we tested Bond, we tested Node. We can also do Deno run, I think. Yeah, and we can also do MJS1. Yeah, so it's a cool script. It does what it's set out to do. Uh, so we just need to clean stuff up. We noticed the typos in, yeah, okay, it works. So we noticed the typos uh, in README. We kind of fixed that, and I wonder what we can add. Yeah, I guess we can be self-referential and just say uh, how to create a package, how to create an a npm package or an npm package. I don't know. Yeah, let's just quickly Google that. Yeah, I think it's an npm package. And we're going to link to our video that we're recording right now. YouTube tutorial. Okay. Don't know if I need this. Okay. So we do this. Um, fix readme. I also like when it's kind of seems like working, jumping to version 0.1.0 because that's like this is almost like 1.0, except that it's a it's a bit sillier. So for that, this is our handy thing, right? So we can test that it like all of it works. Okay, so bench doesn't work. Yeah, because it's we updated. Uh, yeah, okay, and that is going to be this one. Okay, so we tested. Test works. So now we deploy version 1. Not deploy, but build. We just make sure that it's there. So it's there in the npm folder. And now we can go to that folder and publish it. And okay. Okay. Authentication successful, and we published version 0. something something. Now we go check README again, just see that it works. Is bun. Oh my, I guess that's how it's spelled. Is even is our packages. This package will check if you're running code inside bun. Okay, so I can copy that code now, and I can say I can create an example application and say test.js. Put that code there. I can deno run. Interesting. His bond is not perfect. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what I was expecting there, but I can bond run. It works, and I can copy that file to MJS, and I can node run it if I npm install first is on. So I can run it there, and can I run Deno now? Yeah, this is tricky. I don't know. I don't know why it needed to be done like that. I guess I can do something like this. I can say npm colon, and then Deno will run it even if I remove node modules. Yeah, and we'll bun run it. Not find package npm. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how that works, but it's a bit incompatible. Um, Yep, that's it. So the only part that we are missing right now is that we wrote everything and we haven't published it to GitHub yet. And maybe we even can do that Deno stuff first. Not first, yeah. Let's figure out the GitHub first. So for GitHub, I actually have like a GitHub CLI. I think that's the kind of like the fastest way, but just in case if you're kind of like new to all of this stuff, you're gonna go to your GitHub. You're gonna press new repository. I mean, we probably should even like import repository, right? And oh no, that's not it. New repository. Okay, so it's called isbun. And description is I forgot what was our description. We can go to code and see description here. Return true if you're running bun. And it could technically be a constant. Right now, it's like a function call. I don't know what's the good API is, but isBun is closer to how isEven works. So I'm voting that we keep it that way. So it's a public repo. We don't want to do any of that stuff because this will create changes in GitHub, so we can like easily push it. So we're just going to create it from empty, and it gives you instructions how to do it. So like we already have repo locally, so we add it as remote. This is just to rename the branch. If you created it locally as a master, it will rename it to main, I think, and you can push it. And I should have done that outside of the thing. Okay, so it pushed. We can update, and I don't know why our badges are not working. This is like making me crazy. Yeah, those services. I guess they don't. Maybe it's like a new package that they just don't know about it yet. And yeah, we have a YouTube tutorial. I guess they don't know how to do it, which is cool, right? Uh, Uh, sure. And so this is that. I guess since it was as fast, we can go do the Deno X stuff. So how to publish a module on Deno. Again, because Deno can support NPM modules now, you are kind of done once you publish it to NPM. you don't have to publish it to Deno, but maybe you want to, right? So the module is bun, and it can't be is bun. I guess it's like is underscore bun, and I don't know. Okay, navigate to the repository that you want. Okay, I think I just close it. Okay, navigate to the repository. Okay, okay, let's go. Is bun. So go to settings. In settings, find webhooks. Here are the webhooks. Click add webhook. Again, I didn't bring my security key. It's a good thing that you can just enter your password, right? It's totally as secure as the security key. Oops, so what's happening? So add webhook, enter the above URL in the payload URL. So that's a payload URL. Select application JSON. And I guess I could have just like used the default one. I wonder why they do that. Select the let me select individual events. Let me select individual events. It doesn't require secret for some reason, which maybe it's fine. Okay, select branch or tag creation event. Branch or tag creation event. Interesting. Okay. Every time you create a git tag. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And add webhook. Okay. Hook was successfully created. Okay. To upload a version, create a new tag release in the repository. Okay, I never actually did releases before, so this is going to be a learning experience for both of us. So go to releases, and I say choose a tag. Okay. Create new tag, publish. Okay, so first I need to create a tag, and technically that should be part of docs then. Okay, so it's probably git tag this, or like v probably this, and then git push tags, I'm guessing. Yeah, so this one was version 0 something, and this one is version 0 this. Yeah, it doesn't say anything, right? It's just like create a new release. Tagging suggestion. It's common practice to prefix your versions letter V. If the text is meant for production, use pre-release, semantic versioning, you'll publish releases. If set to as the latest release is unchecked, higher version. Okay. And also create a tag. Right. But that's what I'm going to do is console. Okay, so I created a tag, and now I just need to push it. Okay. Okay, so I pushed it. So if I go to releases now, so I have tags, but I don't have a release. So I can create a release for this one and say release title. What is release title? I don't know, version like this. A new package was born. Okay, publish release. Okay, create a new tag in the repository. Okay, but I did. And it's supposed to be getting. Okay, I'm a bit confused on this part now. But yeah, presumably we created the release now. Yeah, and I can write something. Okay, so let's is bun. Let's just check if it created anything. Okay, it created two of them. uh, it's possible that it created one of them for release and one for the version, but this just looks silly. Um, yep, we can do source. Yeah, so is bun. Yeah, which is like funny, right? Because like it can never be bun if you're using it on Deno, but for your package, that could be it, right? And let's say that we. So what I can do in what I can do here is that I can write instructions for like how to use it from Deno, Node, and Bun, but I don't really want to. So I think I'm not going to. um, but because we published it on Bun or on Deno, sorry, what we can do now is we can do like Deno run this. No module found. Interesting. Okay. So if I do test.ts and I do import um, as x from this, and I console log x, and if I deno run this, module not found. Okay, so I wonder what I'm doing wrong here. I know that I should probably point to like to the file itself. So if we're talking about main, uh, so if I do like deno run this, and it will run this code. So in that file, I should write uh, this, and then run is going to work, right? So it's a module that has this bun, and I can say console log is bun, right? False. Okay. So I don't know. How many minutes was it? 50 minutes. Okay, that's that's a bit longer than I was expecting. But in those 50 minutes, we learned, as far as I know, like the best way to start a project and to deliver it to npm, deliver it to Deno, and to be able to use it from npm, from Deno, from Bun, and yeah, unfortunately, just one function right now. Um, but you can use it to create something good. Yeah. So now we have whatever that was, like 20 more packages while we were creating just one of our own. Yeah. Someone else will create even more packages. Yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. And I guess just go find this repo. It's GitHub. Uh, JLRK is Bond, and give it a star and tell me on Twitter how much you like it. don't remember how you get to my Twitter. I think you need to click on like user multiple times until it shows your profile. And yeah, here's my Twitter.